Come on in. Come on in now. So, Auntie Leah can do a thing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
St. Cloud.
Salute, salute,
Same
salute.
views.
Welcome back to Kicking It with Auntie Leah in the Truth Game. Y'all know how we do it. Drop
No
Truth
matter
Game
where
in
it
the
leads.
comments. We're just waiting on some more people to come in.
Truth gang.
We're also waiting on the co-host to come in as
Truth
well.
gang. Truth
Until
gang.
then, hey Theo,
Truth gang.
salute, salute.
Truth gang. Truth gang.
We don't fold, we don't run, we don't break. Every lie getting exposed in they face.
No fear, no silence. We applying
Everybody
that
drop
pressure.
Truth gang in the
If it's
comments.
dark, we shine a light. We uncover whatever.
We don't stop, we don't quit, we don't
You know how we
bend.
do it. Everybody share the
Going
live.
all the way to the end.
No matter where the road take us, we stand.
Need more people in the building. Share the live. Hey, we want the truth.
We want the truth.
And they don't like it, but it's okay.
Nothing but the truth.
The truth.
We want
We're
the
here to tell it anyway. Hey, come on.
We don't move our
come on.
feelings, we move our facts.
Facts.
Paperwork, timelines, yeah, we double check that. If it don't add up, then we questioning it. If it's hidden in the dark,
Everybody share the live, like the live. Come on, y'all.
they want silence, they want fear, they want control. They want narratives pushed that we don't expose.
Well,
But
they
we
ain't
go
gonna give
different,
it
yeah,
to
we
them,
cut from
though.
truth. We don't buy the pressure, we don't water down proof. We ain't running from nothing but a lie. And when we do run, we running towards the truth. No hesitation, no fear in the
everybody drop
booth. We tasting like we
Truth gang in
breaking
the
through.
comments.
We don't fold, we don't run, we don't break.
We don't break.
Every lie getting
We
exposed.
need some more people in the
they
building.
face. We don't fold, we don't run, we don't break. Every lie getting exposed in they face.
Hey,
They quiet when it matter, but we loud for them. Candlelight tears, yeah, we cry for them. They want to check, try to settle pain. But we want truth, we want real name.
Everybody in
Ain't
the
no
booth,
healing
you
if the
ain't never
truth
been
here.
here.
Ain't no
Can I
peace
get
if they
you the
slide
booth
it.
like
The
that?
politics trying to twist the story, but we 10 toes, yeah, we fight for it.
Super man.
Stand on it, no matter where it leads.
Hey, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all
No
ready?
matter what it costs, we showing. Truth
Let's get
over
it.
everything we chosen.
Salute, salute, salute. Welcome back to Kicking It with Auntie Leah and the Truth Gang. We got J9 on the panel. I'm not sure where Kai TV is. Hopefully he'll come on up in here soon, but let's do roll call real quick. So we got Monty Berry in the building. Thank you so much for being here. We have Angela Nelson, Ramonda in the building. Darlene, thank you so much for being here. We have Shanaria. We have Old Faithful Theo. Retinia's in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Thank you all for coming back to Kicking It with Auntie Leah in the Truth Games. We really appreciate you guys coming to be with us every evening. And to the people that think that I'm AI, no, I'm not. Here I am. Here I am and in the flesh. And I go live almost every night. I'm not sure why that narrative is out there, but you're able to talk to me and I'm able to talk to you. You're able to see me and we can have a conversation. Tonight, if anybody wants to come up on the panel while we're discussing these cases, you are more than welcome. Don't come up here with bullcrap, though. Don't come up here with bullcrap. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link. Oh, Kai TV pulled up. I didn't know where you were, nephew. I didn't know where you were. Salute, salute. Hey, Michelle, thank you so much for being here, baby. Can I get everybody to share the live and like the live? I only got 3 likes on the live, and that's what pushes the video and the lives into the algorithm. If you like the live, if you share the live, if you send super chats or super stickers or gifts, that pushes the live in the algorithm, and that helps the channel grow as well as getting the truth out. Okay, Great. Now, what you got to say to the family tonight? the cup at? Where the cup at, nephew? We knew that cup was here. Hey, Kai TV, what you got to say to the people tonight?
Sorry for my tardiness.
I need that. Yeah, that's what we need. Nephew, what you got to say to the audience before we get started?
Man, it's just so much corruption around in the world, man.
I swear to God. You know, especially it's a big thing going on with this with the Karmelo Anthony case. And I think that we're going to get into that first prior to us getting into Kendrick Johnson, because I know that our audience really enjoys speaking on Kendrick, and we do have some things that we're going to talk to you guys on Kendrick about as well. But I think that we should watch this update, because I heard that the defense rests their case today and that they didn't even give Karmelo a chance to defend himself. Is that true, guys? Have you guys heard anything different? Did the defense rest tonight?
They do stuff like that. I heard they rested too.
You did?
They do stuff like that though.
Okay, so everybody, all my sources, if you're watching, please do not inbox me. If you inbox me, I'm playing something on Facebook, it will pop up and then people will know who you are. So please, in the name of Jesus, don't inbox me right now. So let's watch this little update right here and see what they got going on, of course.
Darlene, you crazy.
She said she wasn't in there running. But yeah, they rested. So hopefully it's.
So it looks like this is just a clip of somebody filming, not an official news report.
What the nigga? Damn. Who's been the call?
Marcus and what you call it? Yellow. Marcus and Yellow. Dominic, Marcus and Yellow. They right there in that black car right there.
Oh, they finna turn?
Yeah, they finna leave it.
Damn.
I got them though. They read the safety much.
Oh, they did?
So basically, this is not a true.
Damn, I'm live. Don't be telling everybody I was late.
Okay,
so one of
the girls, that's the one I got into with this morning. She was trying to tell me I can't be in line. But so she said that Jeff Metcalf and them bullied them out of their damn seats and started nitpicking with them and laughing at them. And now she see where his goddamn sons get that shit from. So that's what she said. I see the clip picture.
Okay. Hey.
Okay, so I guess that it's really not anything going on in this clip. I'm going to switch it over to a different clip from Secret Service Sam. Let's see what he has to say. All right. So let's see what he has to say real quick. I'm trying to stop the other one from talking. Yeah, that's a 23 long live. We definitely don't want to see all of that. So he said that the defense rested. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, Lord. Why is it not? Does it not have any? Let me see. Technical difficulties. Of course I do. Why does it not have any sound to it? Let me get out of this. Sorry about that, guys. Let me try to pull it up again. Why is there no sound? I'm going to stop sharing this for a minute, and then I'm going to reshare it once I get the sound back in. Hold on just a second. Be patient. I thank you for your patience. Okay, here we are. All right, so let's pull it back up. And again, thank you guys for being here and being patient with me. I am doing my best. All right, so let's see what Secret Sam has to say. Secret Service Sam.
Secret Service Sam here with a huge update on the Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf trial. Morris Dwayne Turner is the man in the video who says he saw the actual video. I had an hour-long conversation with him last night. He provided me confirmation that he requested to see the video right here.
Okay, so
I have the
I know what's
receipts.
going
We
on
have
with
an
this
email.
one. The other side that supports the plaintiffs, they tried to discredit the man that gave him an update yesterday about him seeing the video about Karmelo being surrounded and being jumped. And that video that we watched last night, they, of course, I can't necessarily call them the right wing, but I don't know what to call them. The side that supports the Metcalf, they basically pulled up his records and defamed his name, got him plastered all over Facebook with charges on him. So he's just kind of validating and showing proof that what this man saw is true.
Confirming that he had an appointment to see that video right here. I also have an email that proves he viewed the video right here. I also have proof that Sarah Fields, who claimed to have seen the video, did not see the video, but Dwayne did right here.
He got those receipts. Y'all know we like receipts.
Now, he is not staff at the school. He told me that last night. It was improperly reported. Now, he said he watched it on a 55-inch television, and he believes they intentionally showed people in court grainy footage. He says what he saw was clear. The video he saw was edited into 11 minutes. There's different angles, and they will give it to him once the case is over, and he will send it to me. Now, we know Anthony had a reason to be there because he is friends with Eddie. And Eddie invited him over. They dapped it up, and he's playing down that they're actual friends. People are alleging that Eddie filmed the fight, but somebody deleted it. Now, there are also reports that Austin and Hunter were not supposed to be there, that they were at an alternate at school because they had been suspended from Memorial High School.
Wow.
And when Anthony mentioned that their football team sucked, that triggered Austin. And also, there are alleged reports that Hunter and Austin had a knife. So it is possible that the knife used was not Karmelo's. Now, we have several questions. Why didn't Austin mind his business?
Yep.
Why didn't Karmelo run? Why didn't he just fight and take a whooping? And why did he choose to use a weapon? But in Texas, a stand your ground law, like with Trevion Martin, it was so terrible and tragic. But once he started fighting back George Zimmerman, the stand your ground law allowed him to get off. Now, Greg Willis, the DA, is friends with Jeff Metcalf, who is friends with Jeff Roach, who is the judge. Correction, his name is John Roach. They attended Christmas parties together. They are friends. And we know that friends are going to protect each other, right? We heard Queen Sheba said in court, she saw Jeff Metcalf instructing witnesses allegedly when they were describing Austin as a bigger person. So it's not far-fetched to imagine that they would delete footage of this fight that was incriminating. Now, if this was a bench trial, it would probably be over because of the friendship. But because it's going to a jury, Judge Roach allegedly is probably freaking out. That's all I got for now, but I wanted you to hear the truth. Secret Service Sam Out Sampson for president of the world.
Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Let's talk about it. What do you all think about that? So he gave his version, and then come to find out the judge's friends somehow connected with the parents of the Metcalfs. What do you all think?
I said that yesterday.
Yeah. Yep, you sure did. And I also want to know, where do you think that this verdict is going to go? Do you think that this is unaliving or intentional, murking, or do you think that this is self-defense? I want to hear your opinion.
In order for me to come to a sound conclusion for that, I need to know exactly why did he already have a knife on him.
Okay. All right. I also think it's important that we go back and watch a couple of news clips just to refresh some of the people's mind that are in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and play one of the original news clips. And shout out to Good Vibes, for sending this to me. Let's see what they say. This was like back in April of 2005.
It's a terrifying, gut-wrenching, incomprehensible scene in Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles north of where I sit here today. A high school track meet yesterday turned deadly. 17-year-old football star Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart and left to die in his twin brother's arms after a fight broke out yesterday. The suspect was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat in the stands of the stadium before drawing a knife and attacking Austin. Police have yet to reveal what led up to that moment, but we do know the other student has been charged with murder. Joining me now is Austin's mother, Megan Metcalf, and his twin brother, Hunter. Megan, Hunter, thank you for being with me today. I can't imagine how difficult of a day, and I have to start with how sorry I am of what you're going through this morning, this afternoon. I think I'd like to just start. I'd love to just start with tell me about Hunter, if you could, Megan.
First of all, before I play this, I want you guys to know that on this channel, we empathize and we sympathize with the Metcalfs. We are no way trying to disparage them. We are no way trying to make fun and light of this situation like the other side is. I actually am praying for this family. I'm praying for Hunter, who actually was the one who approached Karmelo first, who actually should have gotten a coach and shouldn't have tried to approach this kid and tell him to get up and get out. I believe that if he would have not did that, then his brother would still be here. But nevertheless, he did that. It cost his brother his life, in my opinion, instead of going to get a coach. And now we're here.
About your son.
I think I can speak for her for a little bit, so she just calms down just a little bit. But as me, I know I'm a little more, spontaneous. I like to do stuff all around and just get out of line sometimes. And, Austin's always there to check on me and keep me straight so I wouldn't be in trouble and do anything like that.
Hunter and Megan, whenever you feel ready, jump into the conversation. If you never feel ready, that's completely understandable to me and everybody else watching. Hunter, thanks so much for being able to do this today. Just a little more about your brother, Austin. From what I understand, I think he has it in his social media bio, 3.96 GPA student, certainly definitely into football. And it looked, when I was looking into him last night, he was very interested in being recruited to play football in college.
Yes, sir. He was very highly recruited, just like coming out of his junior year. He's had a really great year, and everyone on the team, coaches, everyone knew around the area just he's got big things in football.
So cute.
And besides his GPA, man, that dude was extremely smart, always in the books. He just came to him real easy, and just him playing the football as well just made him just a great person overall.
Megan, we'll try this again, both of us, and we'll see how far we get. When I read your story last night, obviously this is not about me. I have a 17-year-old son. I live 20 miles south of you. My son's in Frisco every night playing soccer, and we have a lot of friends who knew Austin.
Wow.
So the circles got tight, and this hit really close to home. And I'm just so sorry for you. Can you explain us at all today how you feel? It's just got to be so. The word I keep coming back to, Megan, is incomprehensible. How could this happen at a track meet?
It is. He just took my son is gone, and I don't really have words. I've tried to figure out what I was going to say, but he's just going to be so missed by mostly our family, but this whole community has really wrapped their arms around us. And if I could say anything to the nation, I would say to make sure that you just hug your babies tight. Wow. You don't know when the last time you get to do it.
It's breaking my heart.
Hunter, I know you were there. Thank you, Megan. Take your time. Hunter, I know you were there when it happened. What can you tell us about what happened at that track meet? How could this thing that seems like is not on the menu of possibilities could happen? Again, I was at a track meet, by the way, on Tuesday. This is not something you think could ever happen. How did it happen?
So it was a really bad storm in the morning, and they had a lot of delays. And me, my brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school because we attended that middle school when we went to middle school, and we were saying hello to old coaches and catching up with them. And then we're walking back to our stand. We put our tent up so all the bleachers were right there were not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life. I never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. And I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really aggressive. My brother started.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Being, how he.
So Hunter got upset because is this? Am I hearing this right? Because he alleges that Karmelo said something disrespectful. Is that what I just heard? Kai, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So because he said something, this is Hunter. This is the one that it came out in trial that he was the one that actually approached Karmelo. It wasn't Austin, but Austin was bigger, a little bigger than Hunter when it came to stature and strength. So just because this kid yelled out something that he thinks or says that it's inappropriate, so he decides to approach him, in my opinion, aggressively, because that's what privilege does. Privileged people think, and I'm gonna say that because history proves that the majority, not all, but the majority of white people believe that they're privileged and believe that they are superior over all other races. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, Jay? Am I right, y'all?
When it comes to the judicial system.
Yeah. Well, actually, period. They think that they're superior. I'm not saying all, but the majority of Caucasian people think that they're superior to other races. Races, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. But so he decides that he wants to get up and go approach Karmelo because he thought he said something inappropriate. Okay.
Brothers just having my back, and things started getting more like higher intensity, and the kid said some like aggressive stuff, like reckless stuff, and also try to handle the problem.
And did he say that Austin tried to handle the problem?
He always was wanting to step up and be the person that would do the right thing.
What does handle the problem mean? Austin tried to handle the problem. So Hunter got upset because he allegedly heard Karmelo say something inappropriate that he didn't like. So Austin stepped up and attempted to handle the problem. Is that what I'm hearing?
Sounds like it.
Huh?
It sounds like it.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is like because they have personal items there.
A lot of stuff gets stolen and just like that, just precautions and stuff. And our coaches always told us don't let, other schools, like mess with our stuff, just sit around our tent area. And we set that up for the girls track every meet we had. It's just like, he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. And it's just a tragedy what happened.
And then what happened, Austin? After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Y'all, to my Caucasian supporters, I'll tell you what happened. He fucked around and found out. That's what happened. I'm sorry. Because in my opinion, guys, follow me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to say, I teach my kids, if anybody comes to you with nonsense, you go tell an authority figure. You don't try to handle it yourself. Tell your teacher, tell your principal, or anything like that. That is what, in my opinion, that Austin should have did. He should have went to a coach and said, hey, we got a kid that's being disrespectful, if he was, that's alleged, and won't leave the tent. Can you please come over and talk to the kid? I mean, in my opinion, that would have been the sensible thing to do, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, please. I need to know your opinions. What do you guys think in the comments? Let's read, y'all. Can somebody read Gene's comment?
Hunter said, as always, Austin will come over and handle the situation. Think crocodile's tears. I'm no longer in the forgiving business. That's God's job. Lying.
Listen, I forgive. I'm sorry, Gene. I'm very empathetic, and I forgive like that, and because the forgiveness is for me. I don't want a root of bitterness to rise up in me, so I will just throw it out and let it go. But I understand what you're saying. Hey, Tasha. Anybody want to read Retinia's comment?
The ones that are being raised wrong think like that. Like that thinks that way. A small percentage doesn't think that
way. I agree with that, and that's why I say some, not all, but some, not everybody. But in my opinion, these two brothers thought that, to me, it was a form of bullying. If you didn't like what he said, I would have went and got a coach. That's just my opinion. But they took it into their own hands. And that's why I believe that it's self-defense, in my opinion, because you pushed him, you put your hands on him, you surrounded him, and that you should have just went and told. Yes, people said, well, he should have just leave. No, he should have just, they say their argument is he should have just left. My thing is, he's a teenage kid. And I know you're not going to tell me what to do. I mean, as a 17-year-old. What about you, Jay? Because somebody's come up to you, some random students, and say you need to leave. Would you have just left?
No.
What about you, Kai TV? Would you have just left?
Mm-mm.
No. Because those are not authority. They're not authorities or whatever. They're not in position of authority. Now, had the coach came over and asked me, or a teacher came over and say, hey, Leah, I know it's raining, but the kids are saying you're being disrespectful. Can you please leave the tent, or can you just sit on this side away from everybody until it stops raining? You know what I'm saying? And then leave the tent then. But that's not what happened, right? That's not what happened. What happened was Hunter decided to approach Karmelo. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Yes. And then he pushed him. Austin pushed him. So yes, he feared for his life. If it's more than one person and they're bigger than him, so he had the right to defend himself. Sorry about that, guys. You know me. What do you all think? Let's talk about it. What about you, Kai? What do you all think?
He's hated all around. Like I wish, and it's not to say that his parents probably didn't teach him this, but
no, it actually is out there that the father was abusive, and that actually one of the twins beat the father up.
No, I'm not talking about the white kids. I'm talking about the black kid.
Okay.
Karmelo. I'm pretty sure his parents, and he probably seen stuff over the years, over the news about how, they attack us. So
right.
I'm pretty sure his parents might have a conversation with him as far as like, when the other race try to do this is how you respond. Like don't pop off, I guess, per se. Like, try to stay as calm as you can and go get somebody that if you feel like you can't handle the situation yourself.
Right.
But again, like I said, in this situation, I can't give a definite opinion about anything unless I know exactly why he felt the need to have that knife on him in the first place.
Okay, so he had a pocket knife. I don't know why, the news stories and all that display it as a kitchen knife, but it was a switchblade.
Somebody said he was a knife.
Okay, so I guess he may have been bullied. Even if he wasn't bullied, that I don't know. It was for protection, in my opinion. And in these day and ages, kids feel the need to protect themselves. Hell, I feel the need to protect myself. So, I mean, that's where that is. Let's finish watching the video, and then we can take some more questions, okay? Sound good? All right.
To move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag, and then I whipped my head around.
Wait a minute. Did he say somebody grabbed his bag?
After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag, and then I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden I see him running down the bleachers, grabbing his chest.
Who grabbed the bag, though?
Blood rushing out. He said, yeah.
Because it's been alleged that Austin grabbed Karmelo's bag. I don't know. Let's keep going.
How do you guys stop? First, I froze for half a second. I didn't know what to do. And then I saw him about to fall. I went to go over there. I grabbed him. I see
this stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
I feel so bad for her.
Best I can.
Yeah, there was. You can see.
Don't see tears.
You can picture what happened when what was coming
Maybe
out.
they edited the tears out.
Yeah. Y'all can visualize this. I don't want to put it on my mom right now, but
I don't.
I pushed my hand on there, trying to make it stop, and I grabbed his head and I looked in his eyes.
Do anybody see tears? Does anybody see tears on her face or his face? Is it possible that they edited the tears out? I don't see not one tear, not even a watery eye, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm observing. You got Kai? Do you see tears?
No.
Jay?
Nope.
Do you see? I'm sorry. Is it possible that they edited the tears out?
Until you gotta give them some time for them to fall down a little bit.
No, I'd have been and fell out before.
I won't say they edited them out. I feel like she ain't got none that's coming out of her tear duct.
It's coming.
Him neither. I don't see no tear. And I am not trying to be funny, man. I'm looking up closely and I don't see not watery eyes. I don't know.
I saw his soul leaving. It took my
They
soul
live
to-
for the edited.
I'm so sorry.
Did they? I hope they did.
I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night.
Gina mess.
Okay, someone else.
Look,
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But I have seen interviews with your husband
I
in the
don't
last
see not
24
one
hours.
tear.
And it was remarkable to me that I heard your husband say within hours of this that he forgave
Wait a
this other
minute.
young man. That he forgave this other.
Did she just stop crying just like that? Okay, Lord Jesus, let me be good tonight. I'll make my own soundbite because I don't see no tears, and then she just automatically just stopped. Ain't no way she pulling a damn Jackie. I'm just saying.
young man, and he got there so quickly. And I honestly don't know that I could.
Yeah, I didn't
and
hear that
I just want to
from
see. And I don't know if there's a right or a wrong place to be, especially as quickly as this has happened. Megan, how do you feel on that front today?
I am not like their dad. I am so angry at that boy.
She's angry at him. At who? Which one?
It's just not fair. That's all I have.
I understand.
I'd like to say
That's not
is,
fair.
I'd like to say is, it's forgave, not forgotten, but I'm not at that point yet to forgive that kid for what he did to my brother. Because, 17 years of my best friend just there in the blink of an eye, I lost him. So I'm not at that point to forgive and forget.
I don't even
Eventually
listen.
I will, but I just.
Okay, so
I
she
pray
needs
for
to
this-
I am sorry, Lord Jesus, but I am observing. She ain't even wiped the eye. I mean, when you're fake crying, you at least got to wipe the eye. Am I right? Kai, where's my sound bites? Don't you at least wipe the eye when you fake crying? Don't you? She ain't wiped nothing. What the? Lord, I'm sorry, but I don't see nothing. I don't see no wiping. I don't see no tears. I don't.
I pray that they understand what we're going through as well. I just pray for everybody.
Y'all,
I
human
totally
sacrifice
understand
is
where both of you
real.
sit today on that front. I don't know that I could either. That's why I found it remarkable when I heard that from your husband. But everyone has to go through this their own way.
Please don't
I just pray
unfollow
that
me
God
because
goes through this with
I
you both
said that. If you
and
do
your husband and
whatever.
the rest of your family. And I really appreciate you sharing this story with me and the rest of the nation. Megan, Hunter, thank you. Our prayers remain with you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. There is a GoFundMe, by the way, for the family of Austin Metcalf that is up now, which you can go and check out there
85,000
to help his family heal. Austin Metcalf was 17 years old.
God dang.
We'll be right back.
And how long?
That was a year, little over a year ago. But guys, what do you all think, man? I didn't see it. Hold on, let me get this off here.
You know, I mean,
I didn't see a tear. Not one.
Check
Let's read some comments or check my inbox.
On a true game.
Okay, let's read some comments while I'm doing that.
Okay.
Okay, I got you. All right, come on.
Tasha said she stopped crying with a straight face.
Yeah, it was weird.
She never was crying.
I agree.
I agree. Something's not right about this interview.
Hey,
she's not crying, then stop on request.
Come on.
Yes, ma'am, they did. No water, none whatsoever. Just like Kyle Rotten when he was on the stand, crocodile. No,
oh my God.
Good drop or not one wipe. First interviews tell all.
I swear to God.
Her cheeks didn't turn
Listen, you know they be flushed.
Money, you crazy as heck.
Oh, Auntie is called Cry on a Dime. You so crazy. I ain't trying to make fun of nobody, y'all, but listen, I ain't seen not one tear.
Need to be better parents. Teach your kids to keep their hands to themselves.
Keep your hands to yourself. Say that again. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Yep,
yeah.
She's for the money too.
One side for the money, the other for justice.
Come on.
The fool in the blind, the fool in the public.
Hey. Come on, Jay.
Especially. On two strap, though. I get the question.
Salute. Right. Okay. Let's keep going. So there's one more video that I was sent to me that I feel like that we need to watch. It looks like this was his mother as well. And after this, we'll get right on into the Kendrick Johnson footage and the deposition. And I hope that sounds good. Let's just take a look at this real quick.
Because the kid was mad. My son is not here anymore. And I don't understand it.
Just tell me about what happened today.
I don't know. I got a phone call from Hunter. He was screaming that Austin had been stabbed. I was at work, and so I drove. I work in Grapevine, so I drove up to the hospital straight away. I actually beat the ambulance there. Yeah, I saw them to have him come out. He was on a lot of machines, and it didn't take long for them to come in to say that he had passed. So,
wow.
Not sure, senseless act of a boy that was in the wrong tent, and my son doing the right thing by telling that boy that he needed to be removed from where he was, and just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Who's your son to go tell somebody they gotta move anyway?
Right. What is she talking about? Just because the kid was mad.
Oh, so smart. He had college football guys looking at him to play in college. His goal was to play in college. He just wanted to play football. His life was going to the gym and working out and being a leader on his football team. And he just had such ambitions and a drive that it's hard to find in a kid. And he's just such a good spirit, and so many kids loved him. And his brother lost his best friend.
They're twins, right?
Yeah, identical twins. Yeah.
They've been like,
they are the best of friends. Like, just I'm so worried about my son, because he's gonna have to face this world alone now, because he had a brother that was with him the whole time, and now he's gonna have to do it alone. And I'm just so worried about him. I really am.
He had no business.
He was. They made him go away when they were doing CPR on him, but he was there when he was stabbed, and he was holding, I guess, the wound to keep it from. He was trying to save his brother, but I think he said he saw when he took his last breath, and before the CPR came back in. So, for what I heard, he was unresponsive for 5 minutes. They were able to revive him a little, but I think it was too little, too late.
what can the community do for your family?
They need to support the kids at the school. Austin was loved by so many people. They need to know that there's other people out there for them and not against them, you know. And Frisco Memorial has got a football program it's in a process, and we want everybody to know that it's a family and they're there together. So, but just to put your arms wrap around the support. This is Hunter. Did you want to talk to him?
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
He's a good kid. We just got a little altercation. That's really it, but he has a good heart. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows around him.
Ain't a tear!
He just one mistake from that dude, and just
not nobody got a tear.
My brother just he didn't deserve it. No one deserves a loss from a family like that. I know people that lose their family members all the time, but I just didn't know it was gonna be mine so soon. I'm not best friend with my brother my whole life, but if y'all can just not y'all, sorry. Just thank y'all for just comforting us, and the Frisco area has been comforting my family and me, and I just really appreciate it.
They zoomed it in and we confirmed there was no tears.
It's a really hard loss, but we're gonna get through it with my family, so we'll just stay together. I mean, our relationship is really the tightest I've ever seen in somebody, between
I contact y'all.
We did everything together. Clean the dishes together, do the artwork together, sports, you name anything in the world, it's always us two and one thing. So you're always just basically one person.
You guys just a few minutes apart?
4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Austin was first by 4 minutes. He got stuck in me.
So technically your bigger brother.
Yes, ma'am. He does a lot of big brother stuff around. He's always on my back. Even if I'm in the wrong, he'll always take my side no matter what it is. So it's just really heartbreaking to see someone that cares for you that much and does everything even by your side no matter what.
Guys, what do you all think? I don't see.
Your mom told me that you were there.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't mind, what happened?
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. This kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So just that's just what I saw. And I tried to talk about the rest, but
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like that man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was strong kid, real strong. And I know I'm strong too, but he's a little stronger. But he did a lot for our family and a bunch of stuff that we just don't recognize. And it's just especially throughout our friends too, everyone knew he was the peacemaker. He was, so I'm saying, he heard someone who really makes peace, really calms peace down. He makes everything sail smoothly.
Peace would have told him, if he was the peacemaker, guys, let's be realistic. Peace would have told him to go get a coach. Peace would have told him to go get an adult. Would you agree? Peace would have told him to go get another adult to handle the situation because Hunter or Austin were not in authoritarian positions. That's not a peacemaker to me. That's more or less a bully, in my opinion. But you know, what do you think, Kai?
I'm trying my best not to be so offensive.
Don't be offensive, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll refrain that comment about these people that's talking right now.
Go ahead and just say it there.
I'll refrain.
Okay. What about you, Jay?
Like, man, when we talk about topics, I try to put myself in the situation.
Right.
Me personally, I just don't see myself like I probably have been looking at that dude like, who is you to come
right
that I can't sit here like
right.
And you got some people that will respond totally different. Like, because if he would have got smart to Marvel and came and made some type of threat to me, because honestly, nowadays anything can be turned to something.
Right.
So I always be prepared for anything because you don't know what the next person thinks. So
right.
So he could have probably got smart to Marvel just by me asking him like, who is you to tell me? Who is you to tell me? You know what I'm saying, that I can't sit here.
Right.
You're a student. You know what I'm saying? You just like me. So who is you to tell me that?
Right. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I said he should have went to get a coach. So the coach would have came. And if the coach would have made a decision that Karmelo was not allowed under the tent or couldn't be under the tent, that would have been different. But they tried to police the tent.
I wouldn't be going for that. Now, if we was an adult and I knew that I wasn't supposed to be like I don't supposed to sit here, then cool. But I'm not gonna let no another student or I'm like, nigga, what? I'm not gonna do that.
I agree with you 100%. So, anybody want to read Monty's comment? Let's just read a few comments before we finish up that video.
Yes, he lost a brother, but he should have stopped his brother from either being a bully or simply getting into fights.
Amen.
I agree too.
She said maybe what?
Maybe their adult don't work.
I agree with that. Kai.
If she squeezes her damn neck one more time and pull that snot up, I know he was standing right inside of the door trying to conjure up a kill before he walked out.
I agree. Come on, Kai.
I feel like.
Go ahead.
I feel like something transpired, I kind of believe both of them had a part in it. I feel like they both probably approached him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what the witness said. Yeah.
Because I don't see. Now, me personally, if it was just one of them, I wouldn't have put out no weapon. No type of weapon. I would just put them paws on them. But right. Two, now how we think. We ain't gonna let none of that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We're gonna defend ourselves. So personally, I feel like they probably was the aggressor because they can. First of all, I'm gonna feel like you the aggressor anyway because you it's two of y'all and just one of me.
Right.
So I'm gonna do what I need to do. You know
I agree with you 1,000%.
And I feel like that's what happened.
All right.
Because I get upset. He calls me down.
Jay.
He was just all there for me, so it's just really heartbreaking to see like how this happened.
Oh my goodness, you guys are so old.
17.
Yeah, they'll be 18 in July.
I saw a lot of articles say you guys were 16. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they're 17.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Austin wanted to play football.
He wanted to play college football.
He would have.
He
sure.
definitely used his mindset, his skill level, his IQ at the game was probably the best I've seen in the Frisco area.
Yeah.
as a linebacker, he was a stud, and I always try to fill those shoes with him and play with him. And I had a blast my whole life playing sports with him. My whole life, it was just me and him always good against people. And last year, it was this year, so it's just really heartbreaking not to see him next year on the field.
I'm so sorry, my love. Oh my goodness. I saw that he won like linebacker of the year
for the Frisco Memorial. He was
second team all district, which he should have been first.
Yeah.
But it's just everyone knows around this area the impacts of what he does for football and what he does for families and friends. Like, he's just a great guy overall to be around, and
hard worker.
Extremely. It's just really hard. It's just really hard to see someone go like that just for like recklessness.
Mm-hmm. My focus of my story is, of course, on Austin. That is what's most important. But what would you say about the suspect and what's next?
I don't know anything about him. We have nothing to say.
I've never met this kid until right then. It really was under 30 seconds, this altercation. I've never met this kid in my entire life. And it's just...
And to be honest with you, we don't want to give him any recognition or any care, because that's not... We're not... We have no desire to have anything to do with that man. So...
If Austin can hear you, what would you say to him?
I'd say... That's really hard, but I'd say a lot of things because I saw him before his last moments, and it was just...
How much we loved him. He knew that.
He knew how much I loved him, how much I do for him. I do anything for him.
Yeah.
No matter what. Just call me. I think anything that he needs, I'll do it for him. He's just a great guy. So when you have a great guy, you want people to be around you. They're going to be around you no matter what. Like, he's a great leader. That's why I always want to tell him, like, I always wanted to be like him in that sense. It's like how he just communicates and has great ways with people all the time. And I always looked up to him for like that. He wasn't a big brother in a sense, the same age, but he was a big brother to me.
We just want to make sure that everybody knows how much that Austin is going to be still in our lives, as far as in our memories and our hearts forever. You know, it's going to be really hard. This is going to be really hard. But
he got allergies.
Yeah, I'm really trying not to cry, but
you should cry. Why are you trying not to? Let it out. Ain't no way I'll be trying not to cry.
He was my big baby. He was 225 pounds. Both of them big boys, and I loved movie time with them. They would ask me if we'd watch a movie and sit on the couch, and he'd put his head on my lap, and I'd scratch his back, and he was just, I don't know. He'd tell me things. He was so personable with me, and you know, I knew stuff that most teenagers wouldn't tell their moms. That just things that because we were close, you know, and now it's going to be us wrangling the future together.
I know you were with him till the end, right? Did you hold him the whole time?
I didn't. They yanked me off him.
Yeah, they had to leave. He had to be removed when they did CPR. And then he wasn't able to be in the ambulance with him on the way to the hospital.
So it was just like hard throbbing the whole time, the whole ride on the hospital.
How did you get to the hospital?
My dad came. I called my mom. My mom didn't know. She didn't answer. She was at work, and then she answered my phone. I told her what happened. She came in right away, and then we drove to the hospital. We're trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, it was hard. That was tough because I beat the ambulance there. I don't even know how that's possible, but I did because I came in from Grapevine.
All right. So what do y'all think so far? What do you think?
I agree with Tasha Randolph's comment.
What does her comment say?
They sound rehearsed.
Let me see. Let's read some comments. What does Tasha say? Maybe they're eye ducts.
Her last comment. They sound rehearsed.
Oh.
You know, there's one troublemaker in the family. Sound like.
Oh, let me go back to that one. Hold on.
Sound like he was one, and maybe the black sheep of the family, and they don't miss him for real because they are not emotional about him passing at all.
I don't see it at all.
True gang super chat.
Amen. I believe. Yes, Lord Jesus. Hallelujah.
Gabriel said he's a liar, and this is the weakest damn case I've ever heard of.
It is.
I would call him a nigga too.
Probably did.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Probably did.
Yes, clearly a lot they all look off when telling what happened.
I agree.
But he starts it and his brother handles it like he just said.
Mm-hmm.
Since Trump became president again, Caucasian people have gotten worse with their racism.
That is the comment of the night.
Train your kids at home. This is why we've had so many innocent kids dying at school because the shooter was bullied at school.
Don't touch nobody. I don't understand that at all. Do not put your hands on nobody. What gives you the right to put your hands on somebody? If you're a kid and you're at school or whatever, tell an adult. Don't take things into your own hands. But then you F-A-F-O. We got one more video somebody asked me to play, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this, and then we'll move on to Kendrick Johnson. Oh, Lord.
All the bleachers right there were not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life, never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. And I turned around and asked him who he was. Started getting really aggressive. My brother stepped in. He started being, how he always is with his brothers, just having my back. And things started getting more higher intensity. And the kid said some aggressive stuff, reckless stuff. And also try to handle the problem.
And then what happened, Austin? After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag. And then I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden I see him running down the bleachers, grabbing his chest.
But they asked him to move, and when Austin grabbed his backpack to move, take it, he stabbed him in the chest and killed him.
Yeah, Jeff Metcalf, you're a racist ass prick.
Fuck you, nigger fucking whore loving bitch. Jumping. There was no jumping. There were no punches. There was no nothing thrown. The first physical confrontation was from Karmelo. There wasn't 4 people. Again, you're misinformed. You haven't seen the video.
So you over and over that you made a claim that Austin grabbed Karmelo's bag. Can you tell me if that's true or not?
My understanding, of course, I did not witness it, but my understanding that is correct.
Like, well, Hunter was similar inside, trying to make them out to be, the big bullies and all. That's the narrative they're going down. And as the defense attorney is asking this, I can see Jeff Metcalf, the father, just shaking his head like these boys are not the same size. And the young man on the stand said, I wouldn't say that. And he actually said that Austin was substantially bigger than Hunter, which was very interesting. Because, you're going down this narrative and then you have a witness on the stand that's supposed to be in support of your narrative and he's negating things that you're saying. I don't know how that looks in front of a jury. I imagine it's kind of damaging, maybe not extremely damaging, but it can't be, positive.
The reason Hunter's not going to take the stand, and from what I hear, the dad's bought a new truck, the mom's got a new 8-bedroom house. The dad, there's already text messages about the dad bragging on going on European tours. Fuck you, Metcalf daddy. I'm going to tell you why they're not bringing the fact that Austin and Hunter both kicked their dad's ass. He's a little short guy, they're big guys. These are some violent white boys. Neanderthals. Karmelo didn't run. When Karmelo did what he had to do to keep those guys off of him, he ran straight to a coach. This is what they're not telling you guys. And even the coach's testimony, according to the police's initial statement that they got from the witnesses, that multiple children, 4 to 5 children, was chasing Karmelo to harm him. The policy, according to the records in the city district, the policy was never put in place about who can sit under what tent. They just put that in place in 2026 school year. Let's stop the crap, people. This is a kid that's not claiming self-defense. This is a kid that's saying, I didn't do anything wrong, not guilty.
Brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school, so all the bleachers right there were not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life, never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. And I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really aggressive. My brother stepped in. He started being, how he always is with his brothers, just having my back. And things started getting more higher intensity. And the kid said some aggressive stuff, reckless stuff. And also try to handle the problem.
And then what happened, Austin? After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag. And then I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden I see him running down the bleachers, grabbing his chest.
But they asked him to move, And when Austin grabbed his backpack to move, take it, he stabbed him in the chest and killed him.
Yeah, Jeff Metcalf, you're a racist ass prick.
Fuck you, nigger fucking whore loving bitch. There was no jumping. There was no jumping. There were no punches. There was no nothing thrown. The first physical confrontation was from Karmelo. There wasn't 4 people. Again, you're misinformed. You haven't seen the video.
So over and over that you made a claim that Austin grabbed Karmelo's bag. Can you tell me if that's true or not?
My understanding, of course, I did not witness it, but my understanding, that is correct.
Like, well, Hunter was similar in size. Trying to make them out to be, the big bullies and all. That's the narrative they're going down. And
he put his hands on him and grabbed his property.
I can see Jeff Metcalf, the father, just shaking his head like these boys are not the same size. And the young man on the stand said, I wouldn't say that. And he actually said that Austin was substantially bigger than Hunter, which is very interesting. Because, you're going down this narrative and then you have a witness on the stand that's supposed to be in support of your narrative and he's negating things that you're saying. I don't know how that looks in front of a jury. I imagine it's kind of damaging, maybe not extremely damaging, but it can't be, positive.
The reason Hunter's not going to take the stand, and from what I hear, the dad's bought a new truck, the mom's got a new 8-bedroom house.
All right, one more thing. I think that I'll let that play more than once. But one more video that was just sent to me. Guys, we got to watch it. It's a breakdown, and then we'll get into Kendrick Johnson. I do apologize, but this is the hot topic, and we don't really like to do hot topics. But since we're in the arena of social injustices, let's just watch this, okay? Kai wants to be messy as well.
He ain't being messy tonight.
Not tonight. All right, dear.
Tonight is the night.
Woo! What the hell happened to the sound?
Is it even playing?
It won't let me.
Going on in the trial of Karmelo Anthony. They're intentionally doing dishonest reporting about what is going on. Intentionally doing dishonest reporting about what is going on in the trial of Karmelo Anthony. They're conveniently not going into the details and the inconsistencies in the witness's testimony, but luckily I was able to find somebody on Reddit who was actually detailing what each of the witnesses were testifying to. So allow me to paint you the picture of what I believe actually happened. I went through each of the witnesses' testimonies, and it's very clear that not everybody had a clear picture of what happened. So on the day of the stabbing, it started pouring down rain, which caused a delay in the track meet. Very common for athletes. And each of the schools seemingly brought their own tents and set them up so that people could sit underneath them. Karmelo's coach testified that they did not have a tent, that it was actually coming later with a second bus, and they didn't have enough students to justify bringing a tent at that moment, so they didn't have a place to shelter from the rain. Anthony apparently was friends with one of the kids from the tent. Several people saw he and Anthony dap up, greeting each other, and seemingly Karmelo Anthony, while he was in the tent, made some joke about "y'all are ass," referring to their football team. The friend, who weirdly enough denied kind of how close his relationship was with Karmelo Anthony, said that it was a joke. And by the way, Karmelo Anthony is not only the captain of the track team, but he was also captain of the football team. His senior year had been cut short because he had had an injury, a very severe one, and his shoulder was messed up. He had to wear a sling for part of the year. They also don't mention that Karmelo Anthony was already in the tent before the Metcalf twins entered it. It wasn't until the Metcalf twins came to the tent that they seemed to be the ones who had a problem with him being there. And it's pretty inconsistent across the 9 witnesses from the incident about where Austin's brother even was during this. Some said that he was right next to his brother. Some said that he was in the back of the tent. Some said that he was a couple bleachers down. Witness said that they heard Anthony say, "I'm a nobody," when students were asking why he was under their tent. And there doesn't seem to be any consistency on what the words Anthony was saying. And while they're trying to say that Anthony is the aggressor, the person that he was in there seeing literally thought it was funny, and he took out his phone and pretended to record it. I personally don't believe that. No teenager just pretends to record things, especially since one of the witnesses said that after the incident, students were passing around a phone and looking at Anthony's Instagram page, which doesn't make sense. You wouldn't just pass the phone around. You would just ask for the handle and you would go to his Instagram page. What I think they were passing around was the video. I think there was a video and they deleted it because it would have looked bad on Austin. I say that because this person that Anthony was talking to didn't step up and say to the guys, "Hey, he's with me. We're just hanging out talking." And Karmelo's lawyer had to show a bunch of photos of the two together hanging out. They even hang out 3 times in a 3-week period. So they knew each other pretty well. It's clear that Austin specifically did not want Anthony in the tent and was ganging up on him. I think they all were. Because both Anthony and Metcalf were frustrated frustrated and escalated, according to one of the witnesses. And mind you, there is no policy that these kids can't be in each other's tent. And in fact, there are supposed to be coaches at every tent because it's a bunch of teenagers have nothing to do. So where was the adults, in my opinion? And it didn't start out as a big deal because Austin Metcalf sat down on the bleacher in front of Anthony, which sounds honestly aggressive. He came in, he started antagonizing him. He sat down next to him. They started calling each other bitch. And nobody is consistent with the shoving part. Some say it was a small one-handed shove. Another witness said, and I believe this is the true story, that there was minor pushing for a couple of minutes. That both Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony were angry and aggressive. Several witnesses say that they didn't believe Anthony when he was bluffing, but Metcalf and Anthony were frustrated and it escalated, and some called the shove a nudge. And one of the witnesses, turns out, told the cops that Anthony had told a joke and that Metcalf had pushed on Anthony in a lineman move, which is an inward and upward motion. Some of the witnesses said that both of the Metcalf brothers were ganging up on Anthony. And I think these kids have a very skewed perspective of what defending them was, because they said that Anthony said, "You're not going to move me, you're a bitch." The witness told the jurors Austin was defending us. That's not defending you. I think y'all went through a very traumatic effect, and you can't come to terms with the fact that I think your friend was the aggressor.
Right.
But you can't say that he deserved it. So obviously this guy has to be the perpetrator. It has to be his fault. It has to be a murder. Some of the kids were giving different statements to the police last year, right after it happened, like not mentioning the cursing. Another witness characterized Austin's putting his hands on Karmelo as a warning. The witnesses across the board all pretty much agreed that this lasted 4 to 6 minutes. If someone is harassing you for 4 to 6 minutes, as a woman, I too would be grabbing my backpack and unfolding the blade in there because things were progressing. This witness said that Austin Metcalf tried to force Anthony out. After Metcalf put his hands on him, that's when he got stabbed. If this had been an actual problem and not just a couple of kids bullying the black kid they didn't know under their tent, then they would have gone and gotten an adult that should have fucking been there to begin with. And that is very obvious on cross-examination of a witness when the lawyer said if Anthony and a friend were outside of the tent, what was wrong with that? And the witness, who was also on the football team and was part of this little group, said it was because of the proximity to the tent. But every witness who saw the stabbing said that Karmelo was sitting on the bleachers and that Metcalf was standing up and pushing him. Anthony never got out of his seat. And not only that, the wound and the blade prove that he did not even try to stab him. He just held it out and Austin went on the blade. You know how I know this? Because the blade itself is 3.5 inches long. Everyone said that Austin leaned in to push him and Karmelo stabbed him. There's no dispute about that. Anthony was sitting, Austin was standing over him, getting ready to shove him, and he goes into the blade. So if the blade was 3.5 inches and the wound was 2 inches deep, people, what does that mean? It means he could not have stabbed at him as Austin was leaning in to shove him. Austin had to have been the one who fell on the blade. I'm sorry, but it seems pretty obvious to me. Like, this is self-defense. How could Anthony be the aggressor if he never fucking moved from his seat? That is literally stand your ground. And all of this could have been avoided if he had just minded his own business.
Yes.
Or gotten his coach.
Yes.
The prosecutor kind of proves my point when he asked the doctor if there were any defensive wounds on Austin, and there were none. He already had his hands out to push him. He crossed that physical boundary and fell on that knife. There is never a situation when a person is sitting down and a person is standing up, physically impeding you, that person is not the aggressor. And if this was the opposite, this wouldn't have even been a trial.
Listen.
I have a feeling the defense is going to tell us that there is a documented history of aggression with Austin. Let's face it, the prosecution is resting on racism in this case. That's exactly why they struck all of the black jurors. They are just hoping that they will just gloss over all the inconsistencies in this story, because not a single person out of the 9 witnesses that were there had a consistent story. And that's what the media is not telling you. The media is intentionally doing dishonest reporting.
Okay. All right, so what do you all think? Let's talk about it. I think she spoke the truth. What do you guys think? Come on, y'all. Drop comments. What do you think? You don't know yet? Just say what you gotta say, Kai. You Kai TV. You are the messy one. So it's okay that you say what you gotta say. All right, let's read then. Kai don't want to talk. Come on, Jay. Read.
Manny Berry said, since I first ever heard about this case, I always thought from what everything was saying is that Karmelo was being picked with constantly, and yeah, Austin definitely effed around and found out.
He F-A-F-O, and I need a sound bite for that, okay?
I'm not near my computer. That's why we not hearing no sound bites. I'm in another room.
What the hell? You slacking. All right. Campbell Star says,
I have been a track mom over 15 years and never had other kids sitting under my tents, especially when it's raining.
Campbell, let me ask you a question. If a kid did sit on your tent and it was the opposite team, would you have let that kid sit under your tent, or would any of your kids approach him aggressively? Let me know that. All right, let's move on. Yes, please like and share. Please send super chats, super stickers if you can, stars if you're on Facebook, gifts if you're on YouTube. We need it to support the channel. Thank you so much, Angela. We appreciate you. We have a goal of 10 super chats, super stickers, and we haven't received any, which is okay, but I guess.
Sasha says the coaches should have got in trouble as well because they were not supervising the kids. Because if they were, the situation would have never escalated.
I agree.
Karmelo didn't go to the tent intentionally. He was called over by his friend. That's what they are not understanding. It wasn't premeditated because he didn't have any intentions on going that
way. If anything, they should have tried this kid for involuntary manslaughter, but they went for a murder charge. That don't even make sense.
The issue wasn't about him still under the tent. It was what Karmelo said about their football team.
What the hell? If you ask, you ask. You gonna approach me because of that? All right.
Seems to me there should at least be 1 or 2 black people on that jury. Yeah, I gave my opinion on that yesterday. Why I feel like it was an all-white jury, because I feel like the victim's family is in with some high-ranked people.
I believe that 100%. All right, guys. We are about to switch over to the Kendrick Johnson section of our live. Y'all know we love KJ. It is what it is. It's justice for KJ until we find justice. So I dropped a couple of clips today, and we want to go over those clips. So let's just get right onto it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's weird. Stop it. We'll get right into it, guys. Everybody drop justice for Kendrick Johnson. Well, let's read this comment from Gag before we go. Go ahead and read it.
Y'all keep saying, why did he have a knife at the track? It was a tackle tool is what I heard. And even if it was a knife at the track, I'm sure it wasn't the only knife at the track. And how quickly folks forget who brings a knife on school property. Hell, I've seen plenty of hunting knives on campus and shotguns mounted in back windows when I was in school. But let's not be hypocrites like we didn't know motherfuckers with blades back in school.
Amen. I agree with you, Gab. All right, guys. So let's look at the hallway footage because Retania, are you in the building? Yes, she in the building. This is Hawkeye. She watches that footage religiously, and she points out different things that we don't see. Retania, if you want to come on the panel, I can drop the link. So Maurice, I've never seen you before, but you want okay. So he says, go ahead and read what he said.
Karmelo Anthony is innocent if the 3-inch knife, the final drip, don't fit, you must have quit. O.J. Simpson, Nicole Brown, Ron Goldman watching this case and rolling over.
I most definitely agree. I wholeheartedly think that it was self-defense, in my opinion. We'll see how this goes. All right, guys. So we're gonna watch a hallway clip of footage. Retania, she, like I said, she watches the footage like a hawk. I really wish she'd come on the panel. Let me go ahead and drop the link for her. She might come on the panel, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop just in case she wants to come up. This is for Retania. We're gonna go ahead and get into it right about now. The
Kendrick Johnson case. CCTV footage from Londy's High School.
Hey, Truth Gang. This looks like another clip of the hallway footage where the wrestlers were let out early for weigh-in and to prepare for the tournament in Macon, Georgia. It does look like there's Carl Jackson. I can recognize Clay Griffiths. And there's several other students that are walking to and fro in the hallway, as well as a coach, I do believe. Let me know what you see in the comments. Let's talk about it.
Somebody said they saw Brian Bell in this footage. Let us know if you see anything strange. They look like cheerleaders to me. That's a coach right there. There go Carl Jackson, the family traitor. I said what I said.
The hell y'all doing?
Listen, suspect ain't it? That's Clay Griffiths in the black. Carl is bending down in
it's
the
like he
pink.
kneeled over, like he done seen something. Like he ain't
Bent
had no
over.
business seeing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, he's bent over. And look at Clay Griffiths. Clay Griffiths and Carl Jackson seems to be besties. What do you all think?
could be.
The boy in that mud with a pink shirt on.
That's Carl Jackson right there.
With the pink shirt on?
Yeah. Tell by his shoes. What are you doing? Posing for the camera? That's Clay Griffiths again. Why they walking back and forth? What is it? And why did you lower your up? Kendrick Johnson was your cousin. Ain't no way. Somebody said they saw Brian Bell coming. We'll see. And Brian Bell wasn't on the wrestling team, so why was he even in the hallway? Coach walking by like he's on a lookout duty.
Tasha said they been the lookout.
Listen, I agree, Tasha. I agree, boo boo. Mm-hmm. Y'all know Clay, he watches my page. Clay Griffiths, Clayton Griffiths. We see you. All right. We see you. Let's look at the next one. We got one more. Let's go ahead and look at that. See what we find.
The Kendrick Johnson case. CCTV footage from Londy's High School.
Who was this dude? He's black. We can
All
tell
right,
by
Truth
his
Gang.
hands.
Here's some more hallway footage with the wrestling team members. In this footage, you will also see
Flat
Clay
top.
Griffiths with his socks in his hand. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you see strange activity. Let's talk about it.
Black kids. Now Clay Griffiths has this red jacket over the black hoodie, and he has his socks in his hand. Why? Was there blood on your shoes? Was there blood on your black hoodie? Why are you concealing it? We want to know. Oh, goodness. That ain't what I wanted to do. But we want to know. Why does he have his socks in his hands and no shoes on? Why did he put the red jacket over the black hoodie? He's sitting there mixed matched. Like he's hot at the bottom and cold at the top. Does that make sense? Not to me. And what did look Miss Pink shirt here? Did she not turn to the side? We didn't see Brian Bell yet. I didn't see him.
He was in the corner. You couldn't barely see him, but I saw him.
You want me to rewind it?
You can.
Let's watch it all the way through first, and then let's rewind it. Deal? Okay.
55. The BB. Did y'all see the BB come out with him?
Not yet. I didn't see it, but we're gonna rewind it.
He said timestamp for 55 seconds.
Okay. You are surely walking in the hallway, sir. Anybody know what coach that is? Let us know. We need to identify folks. It's weird how the Johnsons turned everybody against us to where you can barely get any identifications. So here's what it is. Old redhead there.
Tasha say it was the coach pacing too much for me.
Yeah, me too.
BB was there for a while.
I still haven't seen Brian Bell. Have you? You said it was the beginning. Okay. But do you guys see both black and white students? This is the reason why they don't like us. Because we don't believe only Caucasian people. Hey, Clay. Hey, we see you, Clay Griffiths. We're not going to say allegedly. We know that's you.
That boy got them Days of Dudes on.
He got them dudes. They do. I think they draws, to be honest. Because we believe both Caucasian and other races were involved. That's why the Truth Gang is hated by the family. I see you, two piggy tails. Don't know who this is because we can't see their face. Oh, we can see their face. I just don't know who they are. What you got in that bag, sir? Who is this? What is your name? Wrestling room. Only 5 wrestlers were let out early, so I don't know where this traffic. According to the narrative reports, it was only 5 wrestlers. We surely see a lot of traffic, don't we? Hey, Carl. We see you. shoes in hand. Okay. Is this Brian Bell?
No.
Okay. He turned around. He looked in the room. Was it a commotion going on? Look at him. Don't he look strange? Look at his body language. Let me rewind it a little bit. He stopped like it was a commotion, but actually he had passed the room. He turned back around. You don't think it looks strange, Jay?
No.
You don't? Okay.
I said, yeah.
You do. He went past it, stopped, circled back. What do you all think? Put it in the comments. Yeah, okay. That was a little strange to me. Blue shirts everywhere. By the way. Okay, guys. Let's talk about it. What do y'all
Go back
think?
to the 55-second mark.
Okay. Yeah, we was gonna talk about it for a minute, and then just talk about it while I go back.
And really, too much to talk about. We just seeing people walking through the hallway.
Okay. Any comments we want to read, guys?
Retinil say, he saw something and said, "Oh shit, let me go."
Guys, we're not okay. No one sending. Listen. No one sending stars, super chats, or super stickers. Can you guys at least do comments? That will help us, please. Just drop comments. That will help with the algorithm or whatever. So, all right, we're gonna go back. Oh, hush, Jay. I'm trying to give you at least $50 or something.
Well, I'm tired.
I'm trying. I ain't got it. Let's go.
It's the 55 mark.
Yeah. He got them socks in his
He
hand,
right
y'all.
there with the white shirt on.
That's Brian. That look like Brandon to me.
It's Brandon.
Well,
yeah, that's Brandon Bell, not Brian Bell. But somebody had pointed out that Brian Bell was walking through the hall too. Right, Retinia, are you still here? That was Brandon, but I thought that somebody had pointed out Brian Bell. That definitely was Brandon. That was not Brian. But someone had pointed out on the status that Brian was in the hallway too. He had on shorts, a white t-shirt. That's what I was looking for.
So, do we know what time? Refresh my memory on what time exactly they were supposed to be leaving the school.
12:30, and Macon ain't nothing but an hour and 30 minutes away. And they didn't have to be there till 4.
So, if they left at 12:30,
allegedly, because I don't believe that shit, but yeah.
Because I saw something earlier from when I rewatched the documentaries. It doesn't necessarily have to do with this particular footage, but I'm just trying to compare times. If they left at 12:30, I'm trying to remember where Kendrick was around 12:30.
Third block.
Third block. Okay, so according to the camera,
or even lunch.
He probably was at lunch because we seen him on the camera. Last time we allegedly seen him on the camera around 1:30 almost. But when I was looking at some of the screenshots from the documentary, how they had basically was tracking Kendrick, Brian, and Brandon. Brian wasn't nowhere near the gym.
Yeah, they say. Yeah.
According to the times they got on the screenshot.
But, and again, and also you remember in that recording, It wasn't Brian that confessed that he did something to Kendrick, was it?
Right.
It was who? Oh, allegedly. The voice sounded like Brandon.
Mm.
In my opinion. Now, Brian, in my opinion, now the recording has tried to be debunked. The recording has tried to be unauthentic. But hypothetically, that recording is true. It's not Brian that is confessing to do something to Kendrick. It's Brandon. Right?
I should have never done this, man.
Kendrick
didn't deserve it.
Yeah, why you sound just like I can't stand your ass? Go to acting class. Put a one in chat if nephew need to go to Hollywood.
They gonna get me anyway.
Nephew need to go to Hollywood. Nephew need to go to Hollywood. Because listen, you sound just like that hoe. I'm just saying.
Did they ever get his schedule?
Oh, no. I don't have
Brandon.
I don't have Brandon's schedule.
So we don't have his schedule or any of the screenshots from footage of his tracking from the school either.
And the answer is no.
Mm.
The answer is no. But he is the one that said that he did something to Kendrick. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? We don't know for sure. But that's what the recording said. And honestly, it does sound like Brandon. But there's a lot of tools, you know what I'm saying? AI tools where you can upload somebody's voice. Like someone could have uploaded that clip from the news story or interview that was given, you know, by the Bell brothers and could have made it sound like Brandon. I don't know.
I hate you just said that because you know the people they're gonna try to run with that narrative now.
I didn't mean to really say that, but honestly, we are the truth game. We're the truth game. So we got to tell the truth. We have to list the possibilities. We need the recording authenticated. Months ago, they said that it would be authenticated. Am I wrong or right?
Right. We need is Brandon's schedule and his screenshots from the camera from them following him throughout the day. Because now that I'm talking about it out loud, I'm realizing we haven't seen none of that. So
we haven't.
I believe he was somewhere near that gym, and that's why that camera footage was cut up the way that it was cut up. Well, the camera was cut off.
The only people that can really subpoena that, it can't be us. We're not even liked by the family. We're hated. We're hated because we talk about everything in the file. You know, even when it came down to Pierre Bradley, the post was, let's remember Pierre. He was murdered a couple of days later. He was the same person, his body was with Kendrick's. And the medical examiner did the autopsies. We're talking about the times, right? Of the autopsies. We're talking about how in the hell did she do these autopsies in this short period of time. We're saying remember him, right? We get attacked just for that. So that we don't have any allies. Does that make sense? We don't have any inside allies that can come forth and tell us what we're missing. I understand everything that you're saying. But until God breaks the chains of misinformation, of deliberate only one narrative following, the winner fighter of our life for Kendrick Johnson. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? That's Reed.
Darlene, you funny.
That's Reed. Darlene always funny.
We wind it back to when the kids circle back to the bathroom, like you saw something, and you can see one brother running with black shorts on.
Okay. We'll rewind it. No biggie. Let us rewind it. Everybody,
The Kendrick Johnson.
we're going to rewind it back.
The Kendrick Johnson case.
We got less than 20 minutes for the depositions. Don't get mad at us. You might have to read the depositions tomorrow. Thursday night, we have an interview with a real grieving mother.
Ooh, there's shots fired. I have some bad news.
What's the bad? You're not gonna be here.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm be on vacation.
You can't even give us a phone presence.
I might pop up on y'all on my vacation.
It's gonna be me and Kai. Y'all pray for me because Kai messy as hell. And auntie spiritual.
I'll pop up on y'all.
So I need some prayer. I will tell you this, Jay. Me and Kai TV, we're gonna hold it down, ain't we, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll try.
And if you ain't here, you know who gonna carry it? It's gonna be auntie. Cause ain't no way I'm gonna leave the truth gang hanging for 4 days. Now I might reschedule 1 or 2 days, but I promise y'all, I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging for 4 days. And it's okay because prior to the panel, the truth gang, it was only kicking it with Auntie Leah. So it's gonna be good. I got y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Oh, don't peep me up. I know y'all want to see this. I did rewind it. Let's go back over it. Let's get it. And let's go. Kai, you better show the fuck up.
I'm gonna try.
Don't play with me.
Johnson case.
That's when I go back to work on Thursday.
CCTV footage from Londy's High School.
All right, Truth Gang, here's some more hallway footage with the wrestling team members. In this footage, you will also see Clay Griffiths with his socks in his hands. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you see strange activity. Let's talk about it.
She's at 055. I don't see anything. That's Brandon, Retinia.
Yeah, that's him.
That's Brandon. That's not Brian. Retinia, that right there is Brandon. I was looking for Brian. But right there, that's Brandon. Anybody else have any timestamps? Okay. Guys, we are running out of time. We haven't even gotten to the deposition.
It'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah, you say that, and you going on vacation for 4 days, and Kai don't know if he's gonna be here. Y'all gonna leave it up to Auntie to carry the Truth Gang show.
I said I might pop up.
Shut the fuck up. And don't come over here acting a damn fool eater, man. Eat the beefcake.
God, that ain't funny.
It is funny. Eat the beef. Don't come over here acting up. Eat the beefcake. Stay the hell where you is, Nisi Pooh. I said what I said. I'm looking for Brian Bell. Somebody pointed him out, and I don't know which video it was. Y'all, I'm gonna make a song, and Lord forgive me, Lord. This is me looking up to the Lord. This is me looking up to God. It's gonna be called Eat the Beefcake, Eat the Me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. I need to get my hair done. Auntie can't even afford it. My roots are horrible. Lord. I know
you need a retwist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are locks. My roots are awful. God gonna take care of me some kind of way. Me and my younger need us a little retwist. I ain't even gonna worry about it. The Lord gonna bless one of our supporters to go ahead and send us a donation. Hallelujah. Listen, this ain't a midnight fundraiser. Send a gift, multiply your blessing campaign, so don't worry about it. You know how they do those fake ass prophets. You know the one of Jackie trying to send me. I said what I said. Is that shade, Phaedra? I need the sound bites. You get on my nerves.
I'm not near my computer. I'm looking at the live from my phone. I'm trying to multitask.
Why you not near your computer, Kai?
I'm multitasking.
Why you not near your computer, Kai?
That's why we ain't been having the sound bite.
Right, I'm trying to laugh. And then you're going to be gone. And it's going to be just me and Kyle. We need a little laugh. I mean, spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Do something.
Now that was messy.
That was super freaking fucking fun, dude. All right, guys. I didn't see. No, that was fun. I loved it. All right, guys. So I don't see anything in this video. Guys, this video is on YouTube and it's also on Facebook. Please break it down. We have Old Faithful Connie. Good vibes. In the comments, oh, Hawkeye. When I say Hawkeye, Hawko Retania. She has a hawk eye. She listens, she studies the footage. She drops her comments. She drops screen shots and everything. Please look at the footage. I've dropped plenty of other stories today. I need you guys to also take interest in those. They are they need attention. They need us. They need to be spread. The story out of Louisiana, Toledo, Ohio, Birmingham, Alabama, and Mississippi, and Columbia, South Carolina. Guys, please, we need to get these stories out there. We are the Truth Gang. Please do not slack on these stories. Our people are being unalived. Does anybody have anything to do before we spend the last 24 minutes, and I know we're over the 2 hours, on the deposition? let us know. We'll be live tomorrow, even if it's just me.
Well,
I suppose.
Oh, please.
What?
We can't listen to might be like let's be Kristen Hill that will come on the panel and say now it's absent. What the?
Anybody can come on. Wait, hold up. Who said that?
Darlene.
Let's see. Darlene. Guys, anybody can come on the panel. Even the ops can.
Who is Preston Hurley?
I don't see that comment.
It's at the very bottom.
I see Retinia's comment.
So the comment we talking about is the one right before that one.
I see Darlene's comment. This is Darlene's comment.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's all we're reading.
We were trying to figure out who is Preston Hurley.
Who's Preston Hurley? Let us know. We love her. We love Darlene. She's an old faithful member, right? So let us know who that is. Of course they can come on the panel. Guys, you guys can come on the panel. You don't have to show your face.
Yeah, we encourage y'all to come up and talk.
Need to show her face because there's an op by the name of Miss Jackie Johnson. Go run tell that says I'm the AI lady. I don't show
what the hell is going on here?
So you don't have to show your face. Anybody can come up on here. We welcome you. You can be an op and you can be a supporter. We want to hear both sides. That's unbiased reporting. That is unbiased investigation, which is what Kendrick Johnson needs. Right? Am I right, Kai?
Mm-hmm.
So in the absence of our nephew, J9, I need Eda May eat the meat cake on it. Anybody else on this panel? Okay. Let's start with the deposition. We only got less than half an hour.
What? What you talking about?
The deposition.
What you talking
about?
What you talking about? A half an hour from?
We have less than half an hour.
We got 7 minutes.
We can't do that. We gotta at least you gotta stick it out.
Oh shoot me.
And what's the concern is we haven't even got one super sticker or one super in appreciation to all the research that we do. It's crazy work, but in the end of the day, I'll pay for it as always until I can't pay for it. And then I come on here and tell y'all or on Facebook and say my internet's off. Or I can't make a video. It's crazy ass work. Whatever. Anyway, Kai, question number 24. These people really don't understand, I don't think. They think that this shit is free. Hopefully the Lord will tell them that it's not free. I'm paying for this stuff out of my pocket. Let's go. Let's go. No, this question 24.
So if the blood had come back Kendrick's blood, that is the blood that was discovered on the wall, how would that have affected your analysis?
So guys, we're talking about the blood that was found on the wall in the old gym. Come on, Jay.
Well, at this point, I mean, just in general terms, the cause of death would not be changed, but the manner of death may have gone to undetermined.
And do you think that if the blood on the wall came from some other individual, that it might have been evidence of some kind of physical altercation between Kendrick and another individual?
Objective form. Well, again, I don't have it written down, but I believe I was informed that there was a young man playing basketball, and he said the blood belonged to him. But again, that I'm coming off the top of my head there, and I don't know names or anything of that sort. So the idea was to rule out being Kendrick's blood, and that was my only determination on it.
Scroll up.
All right.
This is Exhibit 33. I'm handing you plaintiff's Exhibit 33 and asking you if you can identify that for us.
Looks like a conversation record again, not my report from lab. Employee C. Miles to Lieutenant Stride Jones, Lawrence County SO. The date of it is 4/4/2013, and the summary says Lieutenant Jones explained that the circumstances
surrounding the death of the victim are puzzling. It is requesting the blood sample be submitted to be compared to the victim through DNA. If the DNA does not match the victim, this will give this death investigation valuable information that would not be obtained otherwise. Lieutenant Jones is aware that if the blood does not match the victim, it is currently not eligible for CODIS. DNA is approved.
Okay, had you seen that conversation record before today?
yesterday because we had requested it.
And do you understand what Lieutenant Jones was saying about if this blood was not Kendrick Johnson's blood, that it would not be eligible for CODIS?
Ms. Davis object to form.
Do you understand what he means by that?
Again, you would have to ask him, but he's just saying that he had knowledge that it would not be eligible for CODIS.
I'm handing you Plaintiff's Exhibit 34. Can you identify that for us?
This is a conversation with not my report.
Uh-oh, what is this? It's a blank page.
Blank, yeah. Here we go.
Also, it must be something redacted from that.
It's a total blank page.
But I'm saying, he said he was handing her Exhibit 34 nice and Exhibit 35.
Yeah, it's gone. And I got this from Mr. Jonathan Burr. So it doesn't put I don't put it past them that he deliberately omitted this page. But it's on 34 and went to 35. So it may not have been that missing.
Well, I'm handing you Plaintiff's Exhibit 35. Can you identify that for us, please?
This looks like an email that was the top part of it says case 2013-400101 user Latasha.
It's Letitia.
Letitia.
Well, remember earlier it's Letitia Saw. That is just her username.
Oh. And it's dated 4/12/2013. It is again one page. There's 2 pages, although each page is labeled 1. It is an email conversation. If I go to the very last page and work myself backwards, it looks like Letitia is asking Winston Walker, saying, Winston, this is a priority, high-profile case that I have. I don't know if I need approval from you, but I got approval from Ross on this medical examiner's office. Once a paper towel tested for male DNA, it is okay with you. And she mentions that she swapped running quant standards right now, that she'll have to do them in the morning and that will prioritize them. He comes back and he says, I think it should undergo a blood examination first prior to DNA testing, male or otherwise. And then as somebody named Cindy, and I might say her name wrong, singing, but about what does she think? And he says, Winston comes back and says, hey, the reason I say this is because there's a description on item 5 bag that says it's a paper towel from blood found in the girl's bathroom, so we should make sure it's blood before we even move to a male DNA test. And Winston says it was positive for blood. I'm about to put, actually this is Tisha responding to Winston saying it was positive for blood. I'm about to put this in the case file. Can I please have the deviation to proceed to male screen? And Winston comes back and tells Letitia, hey, you have my permission to conduct a male DNA screen on item 5. Please scan a copy of this email to the file.
I think we need to take a break.
I'm fine. Anyone else?
I actually needed a break. Whereupon, after a short break, the proceedings continued as follows. Whereupon, Plaintiff's Exhibit 36, having been marked for identification, the same is attached here too.
Back on the record, let's see, that's 36. Can you identify Exhibit 36?
Exhibit 36, conversation record, not my record, from Letitia West. It is dated 4/16/2013. It's to Lieutenant Stride Jones. It says left VM, voice message, asking him to call me back in regards to the known buccal swabs just submitted. Are they for subject elimination? And now is he, Logan Stringer, related to this case at...
So Logan Stringer is the girl that they alleged that was at color guard practice that injured herself and her nose, and that is the blood that is allegedly on the paper towel in the trash can. Listen, paper towel in the trash can, not a trash can full of blood. There's a huge difference. We're not rage baiting here. We're telling the truth. There was a paper towel in the girl's bathroom in the trash can, and yes, it had bright red blood. It did not look like this blood was over 10 hours before, because blood normally turns brown. This blood does look fresh. I agree with that analysis. What I don't agree with the status that the Johnsons and Erica put out, or the food lady, is that it was a trash can full of blood. That's not what it was. That's evidenced by photos and testimony. Okay, let's go. 20. Kai?
Oh, do you know? Go ahead.
At 3:15, Jack Winningham called me and said the known submitted were of a girl named Logan Stringer that should match the paper towels. I told him I tested the paper towels for male DNA and it was negative for male DNA. I also stated Rodney Bryant at the ME office wanted just male DNA, that it doesn't need to go to the DNA. He said okay in any conversation.
Whereas plaintiff's exhibit 37 having been marked for identification, the same is attached here too.
I'm going to show you plaintiff's exhibit 37. If you can identify this for us, and I am particularly interested in this transmittal from Cleveland Miles, Wednesday, May 1st, 2013.
Exhibit 37 is of 2 pages. Page number 1 is labeled 1. Page number 2 is labeled 2. The top says case 2013-400101 using Miles C, and it's dated 6/5/2013. And again, working backwards, it looks like I have an email from Ken Staples too.
Doctor, before you proceed further, that appears from looking at your document to be a multiple page document.
It's page 1 of 2 with 2 just having the...
Would you hold it up?
Phone numbers.
Mine is of the same date and it looks very different.
Let me see what exactly that is.
Well, hold on a second. All right, thank you.
Again, starting at the bottom of page 1, it's from Ken Staples to Cleveland Miles. Say Dan called to ask about the Valdosta case. I saw Rochelle, and she said it was on the instrument running. When she is done, please let Dan know. Thanks much. And then the next email, which is dated on May 1st, says Cleveland, please make sure she completes this as soon as possible. And that was from Mark Maycock to Cleveland. And then on May 1st, 2013 at 10:49, Cleveland to Mark, Ken, and Dan say she is writing up this report and will call Lieutenant Jones with the verbal. The samples does not match the victim. No CODIS entry. The case would need to unlock for a peer review to release it. And then next statement, Ken to Cleveland, just let us know who will do the peer, and we'll get them access. And then the final one at the very top, Cleveland to to Ted, we'll do.
Whereupon plaintiff's exhibits 38 through 49 haven't been marked for identification, the same are attached there here too.
Let's get all of these. Maybe we can submit these as one. What I'm going to do is number each one of these. Doctor, all I need you to tell me on these is whether you've seen them before. If you haven't seen them anytime prior to yesterday, I think is when you said you were given these documents.
Yes.
Just indicate that as opposed to going through each document and.
Okay, Platinum exhibits number 38 and 39 have seen before yesterday. These are official reports of the testing of the paper towels, whether there was blood or not present. And it says the blood present, and they submitted it for DNA. And then states exhibit number 39 is the official report generated by the GBI that says DNA isolation was performed as a result of the DNA testing for the paper towels, and says that fails to reveal the presence of a male DNA. So that was on the paper towels, male/female. Exhibit number 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. I have seen, but yesterday.
Okay, and do any of those that you saw as of yesterday, do any of them relate to any either activity or conversation or discussion that you were directly involved in?
No. States exhibit number 40 does go on to describe about preservation of documents, which in this email sequence, which is Ross Butler, is at the top, and it says from George Heron. I was not part of this email, although the idea that it stating about preservation of documentation or documents, I was notified of that at the time, but these emails documented here were not sent to me, although I was notified separately from legal.
Okay, the DVD is labeled exhibit what?
We did not mark it.
Okay, what did we say that we were going to make the DVD an exhibit, but then break it down further to talk about the specific images from the DVD?
Yeah, we said that for purposes of marketing them. We will read them number across the top left, correspondingly mark them as exhibits and follow the sequence that we've already established.
Okay, so this will be exhibit
50.
50, all right. Well, are we up to 50 yet?
Yes.
Now, this was the ones that I just marked were 38 through 49, yes?
Okay.
I put them in order.
But of those, there are some that the doctor testified, specifically numbers 40 through 45 that she got as of yesterday.
Yes.
Actually, it was through 47.
Through 47.
Actually, I'm sorry, it's through 48. That's right. We're up to 48 and 49. Okay, so yes, they're...
Somebody type lying asshole. I need somebody type lying asshole in the comments. All right, let's go. Actually,
I'm sorry. It was through... I already said that.
Just keep reading, Jay.
That's right. We're up to 48, 49. Okay, so yes, one other than 38 and 39. I did not see these until yesterday.
Now, with regards to this, would be 51 or 50?
50.
50, okay. 50. It's image DSC0066. Can you identify this for us?
Yes, this is a photograph that was taken under my direction and guidance during the autopsy of Kendrick Johnson. Again, we have that unique autopsy number in there. This was what's called a posterior neck and back examination. It's documented in my autopsy, which is exhibit number 1, page number 4 or 5. It is described basically as a bilateral vertical incision to the back or made for examination. So basically what I'm doing is I'm looking at the soft tissues in the back. Again, when we dissect the body, we dissect the body from the front. So now I'm looking at the soft tissues of the back, and then I did a posterior neck dissection. It's performed at autopsy and it is negative for injury. I felt because of the position Kendrick was found in that I needed to do a posterior neck, which is something that's not normally done at doing autopsies to rule out injury of the cervical spine, to actually be able to visualize the cervical spine in the neck area.
So you said this is not normally done?
It's done under discretion of the medical examiner.
If you don't wake up.
But for that case, but for a case that, unless I suspected or was worried about possible injuries, I would not do this.
And it would, because it would be deemed unnecessary, or that, is there some other reason?
Yes, it wouldn't be part of the normal autopsy procedure. It's an additional testing And normally we try not to cut the body or make unnecessary cuts, man, on the body unless it's gonna have some value as far as the cause or manner of death or the actual or ruling things out or cover up things.
And did it rule out anything in your mind?
Yeah. Again, I did not see any injuries to his cervical spine area because I cut them out, not to the musculature in the back, not to the cervical spine itself, and then the back cuts were actually made to make sure that I got rid of the evidence when a body is decomposed. Of course, we have a lot of color discoloration changes, and sometimes you look at them and you want to 100% rule out that this is not anything, that that this isn't something that's an injury versus an artifact, which is what decomposition is, and that's why I did it, because I did not want y'all to see the injuries to the back of his neck and stuff.
Are you saying that you may have, through this process, identified some injury that was otherwise going to go undetected unless you followed this procedure?
Correct.
Mr. King, for the record, are you no longer videotaping this deposition? I'm not. The batteries gave out, so it will not be used.
I caught it as a zerd.
Listen, hold on. I need y'all to know that the live is over. I know y'all upset, but it's over for tonight. Can we meet tomorrow? Can we meet tomorrow night here at the same time? What about you, Kai? Can you do it?
Well, we meet at 7:45.
Yeah. If I go earlier, I can. I get up at 5. I'll be trying to prepare videos and the live in between. But if you need to go earlier, just let me know. What about you, Jay? Can we meet tomorrow?
Yeah.
Kai? Tell me a better... Listen. No, listen, guys. Tell me a better time if it's a better time.
What you want, Jay?
I mean, we can do it a little earlier.
I'm gonna look like that I don't exist. I'm gonna look like I'm transparent because the daylight. But it's all good with me. You guys know that I'm real.
Yeah, we know you real.
Only your trolls think I'm not real. For some reason, I can't even get to my music, man. I'm mad.
I don't understand why they saying that, and every time we've been going live, you show your face.
Every freaking single time I show my face. That's just what an autopsy is.
Hmm. And to be honest, you really hadn't even been doing the videos with your avatar lately like that anyway. You mostly just been doing both voiceovers.
Yeah, right. But I did do a few with my
Yeah, you did.
With my avatar.
Your avatar.
Yeah. But I just want to know, why can't I get... I'm mad because I need to get to our theme song and they won't even let me play it.
What?
I can't get down there. It won't let me get there. Our Truth Game theme song, I can't get to it. It's some straight up bullshit. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to get there and can't get to it whatsoever. It won't let me scroll down. But anyway, guys, I love y'all. We'll meet y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna just have to end it without playing the freaking theme song because it won't let me scroll down to it. Diabolical, man. Really messed up. Really messed up. I can't get to it. I love y'all. Y'all got anything to say?
No, we love y'all too. We love y'all too.
True gang in the
tomorrow. True gang, and I can't even play the anthem.
Show my face before I go.
I
can't even play the anthem, Jay. I'm pissed. Like, why are they doing this? Like, what the fuck?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how you find
I love y'all. Good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Truth Game. Peace. I can't play the anthem, y'all. I'm sorry.
Please like, share, and subscribe.